So our next speaker, this guy cracks me up. He told me he was going to just rip it up. You know, there's that saying, watch their feet, not what their lips are saying, or your actions speak so loud I can hardly hear what you're saying. Well, he backed it up with action. And he actually got in, I think in 100 days, he put 100 people in his organization or something crazy. I mean, is that awesome? I mean, you kind of hear it. You're sitting there going, I want to do it. Well, he did it, man. So help me welcome to the stage, Mr. Adam Bailey, everybody. Woo! Come on up here.
Woo! 90 agents in 90 days. That's what we had. Give Brent and James a round of applause for this event. Thank you guys, man. I love this. If you guys know anything about me, you guys know I'm an energy guy, right? So I want you guys to get up and repeat after me. And Kyle said, don't mess this up. So, Kyle, it's for you. Guys, get up. Let's move. I want some energy. Repeat after me. Now I am the voice. I will lead, not follow. I will believe, not doubt. I will create, not destroy. I am a force for good. I am a leader. I will defy the odds. I will set a new standard. Step up. Step up. One more time. I want them other brokerages to hear us from here. Now I am the voice. I will lead, not follow. I will believe, not doubt. I will create, not destroy. I am a force for good. Come on, guys, I am a leader. I will defy the odds. I will set a new standard. EXP, step up. EXP, step up. All right, guys, I love it, man. We had to get that going. Don't that feel good? Doesn't that feel better? Guys, I'm blessed to be here, man. I feel good. You guys look good. Everybody, the energy is great. I could get into a lot of stuff. I could tell you guys how we sold 1,000 homes a year, how we started building call centers back in 2010. I could tell you how I paid $385,000 to be with EXP. I could tell you how I got the 100 people and 90 agents in 90 days. I could tell you how we expanded in all these markets within a year. But I am right at my year mark with EXP. And here's one thing that stood out to me. When I did show up to the event and I did make some commitments and I did say I was going to do X, and everybody thought I was crazy. But here's the differentiating factor for me, and it started with Rob. He didn't know me. I didn't know him. We show up to these events to learn from gurus, right? You want to hear people's story, how they got there. You want to be able to follow that blueprint step by step. Everybody has their own story. They have their own path. And I'll never forget when I went up to Rob, and I'm like, how did you do it? And I ran up to Brent, and I said, how did you do it? And I'm like, asking the gurus, how did you do it? Jay's just launching. How did you do this? How are you going to do it? Showed up in I had a nice suit, whatever. I'm going to use Rob as the pawn for this story. And so Rob's like, you want to learn how to, have thousands of people or 300 people, and you want to build? And I'm like, yeah, man, I want to learn. I want to work with you. I want to pick your brain. I want to learn what Brent's doing, what you're doing, what Gene's doing, what everybody's doing. Rob said, okay, I'll teach you. I said, cool. He said, meet me at the beach. We're in Mexico. I launched January 12th. He said, meet me at the beach, 5 a.m. I said, okay, cool, 5 a.m. We're going to dress up. We're going to, we're going to hit it. So I put a suit on, got dressed up, fancy shoes, fancy suit. Meet him at the beach at 5 a.m. You know what that guy's wearing? You know what Gene and Brent and you know what these guys wear, flip-flops and shorts. I'm like, hey, I think we're getting to work today, Rob. It's 5 a.m. We got the suit on, Louis Vuitton shoes, all this stuff. And Rob Flick said, hey, walk out into the ocean with me. I said, what do you mean? I want to learn how to recruit people. I want to build my team. I want to expand. I want to sell more homes. I want to impact lives. What are you talking about? Step out into the ocean. So he came, walked back in the ocean a little bit. It's up here. And I'm like, are you serious? I'm dressed up. I want to learn. I want to attract. I want to recruit. He said, take your shoes off. I'm like, all right. So take my shoes off, step in the water a little bit. It's up to my knees. I said, Rob, are you going to tell me how to attract people? You're going to tell me how to get agents? You're going to tell me how to build my rev share, how to get more stock, how to sell more homes? I said, this is what I'm here for, standing in the ocean at 5:15 in the morning. He said, come out a little farther, whippersnapper. Come with me like a grasshopper. I said, Rob, I want to build my rev share. It's cold, 5:15 in the morning, Mexico, out in the ocean. He said, no, step a little further. So I got water up here. Rob's over there. I said, Rob, I haven't even added anybody into my business yet. Can we talk about how to add people into my expansion team, build my rev share? Not yet. I said, okay. He said, take another step. So I took another step. I had water up to my mouth. Hey, rev share, what are we doing out here? One more step, Adam, Rob told me. Next thing you know, I'm underwater, and next thing you know, he grabbed my head, and I'm like, oh, and he said, when you want it as bad as you want to breathe, at that very moment, you'll create your own story and impact other people's lives to build your rev share. It's a false story. But I did launch January 12th in Mexico, and I did feel a sense of, I thought there was a roadmap, and I was building click funnels. I was, recreating the wheel as an independent. I've been an independent. I was independent my whole life. And when Rob showed me his process, I said, this is so simple. I said, this can't work. And he said, I really don't know you, but you seem like you have some good energy, and I don't know if you're full of it or you're real, but just follow this process. So I went back home, I scrapped my whole playbook, worked with a marketing team, my operations team, I scrapped everything. I said, we're going to follow this core process that Brent Gove, Rob Flick, and Gene had laid out to everybody. And it seemed so simple. And that is how I got 90 people in 90 days. I'm genuinely interested in other people's business. I'm genuinely interested in learning about them, creating together, thinking together, and impacting their lives. EXP is a natural conversation, but I did mess up the core process a little bit in the beginning because of ego. I thought I could do all this stuff and just handle it on my own. And when I followed the process, I used my sponsor, which is Jeff Willems, by the way. Give Jeff a round of applause. Thank you, Jeff. He just hit 1,000. It seems so simple, but I can predictably grow my business 18 to 22% month over month with agent count right now. And my rev share, I just checked it because it's addicting to hit refresh. It's at 21,000. So we're selling homes with this group right here. And I'm going to wrap it up with this. When you want it as bad as you want to breathe, that should be the statement. And you got to be able to create your own story. You're hearing a lot of stories. The speaker list today is phenomenal. I'm just up here heating the stage up for Kyle. So I can't wait for Kyle to rock it. Daniel crushed it yesterday. Curtis crushed it today. There's a lot of talent here. The thing is everybody has their own unique story. Create your story or leverage someone else's story until you can build your own. Thank you, guys.